The
He's
Bruyne
gonna score
ball
goals
was
though. He's
so
gonna score goals.
sexy. Oh
He's
my
gonna score.
god!
He's gonna score goals, but I think it's
Wait, what?
possible.
You see
Wait, you
that
said
the
Sorry,
what?
Bruyne,
Excuse me.
that the Bruyne pass was so sexy.
Oh,
Oh yeah, for Haaland.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said
the
something
thought
yeah, the
is
else.
it.
burn is class.
The man's
I
putting
thought you
heads
said
up, man.
Nunez is sexy, bro.
Wanna see that ball? Wanna see that ball?
It's
Yeah,
rare
the
ball.
burner
It's
is
rare ball.
class.
And you see, finish
Yo,
big man. Where we open up his body and just
And
shoot.
then just
Man.
finessed it. I just finessed it in the
Man,
He's
ball.
oh,
clear.
he
Alan is
went
class.
down.
Alan is clear.
yeah, man. Welcome to the Pundit Box, and I feel like I ain't said that in years, but I can't like. My camera a bit buggy, so for the first 1 minute again, just introduce and obviously dictate what the show about and what going on.
Too long.
A lot of the guys had a lot of different stuff going on. In terms of school, I know online school gets and it gets tiring. So we
It
took
was
a
mad.
break. I know the season is back and we're back and we're better.
All right.
So
Consistency.
please bear with us. Obviously, I didn't want to introduce myself. Obviously, Tyrese, Keen's back.
Yep.
Ross here tonight. STAXX. Like, I know really many got on the cameras, but everybody back tonight. But as I say, my camera a bit buggy, so yeah. So that's me. This video about we're about to go into the past Premier League fixtures this weekend, and also do some predictions for next weekend. No, not next weekend. We'll do that in the week. But the main thing I wanted to say, guys, this is my last show. Um, I'm moving in a month, and I'm also pursuing something I really wanted to do for my life for a very long time. So I won't be able to balance it. I don't think so. But Pundit Box's family, I'll always be here anytime anyone needs me. If I can make it, if I can't make it, I can't make it. So, but I live in good hands. So that's me, and I turn off my camera now because I know this game bug as I start. That's just how the logic is. So yeah, we're about to start, and the first fixture we're about to dive into is Fulham Arsenal.
No.
Crystal
First,
Palace,
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
Crystal Palace. Arsenal,
oh
Crystal
shoot,
Palace.
sorry
Come
man.
on,
Crystal
buddy.
Palace Arsenal, man. This a little bit slipping here. It's just slipping here. I was looking at the Fulham result on my phone, right? So that was a mistake. So to dive into this Crystal Palace Arsenal game, the first game of the Premier League season. Arsenal 1-1 at Selhurst Park. I mean 2-0, sorry, at Selhurst Park. Kept a clean sheet. Looked pretty good for the most part of the game. I have to give them their credit. They look really good, especially from preseason because we were a victim of their preseason riots that they were executing, and we unfortunately held 4 in preseason. But I ain't really taking much from that because it's preseason. But against Crystal Palace, I can't let they carried over that form from preseason into new season. They look good. They played with a 4-3-3. I can't really think about any Arsenal player that played badly, to be honest. Everyone played well. Their new signings are looking really good. Zinchenko was all right, actually. Gabriel Jesus was looking good and lively, but he just couldn't get that goal. But guys, what's your thoughts on this fixture? Because for me, I can't really criticize Arsenal too much here. I know he's laugh at them all the time, but not this time. What do you main think?
Who's going first? Want me to go first? I can just start. Me, on personally, right, think of this performance. It's a pretty decent performance for Arsenal. As you said, it was more good than bad, if I'm being completely honest. And, I like to laugh at Arsenal all the time, but I don't like to get them credit, but I have to today. Jesus had a very good first half, but I believe that he kind of as the game gradually went on, he kind of just think no, but that happens. We're no getting to the season or whatever. What else? Odegaard, I don't think was that good. I really don't think he was that good. I honestly don't believe that he really did anything. He had a chance. He should have shot when he went for pass, and he was just there. He wasn't playing bad, but he wasn't playing amazing. He was just there. As well, Ben White had a good first half, but I feel Zaha kind of got better from him in the second half. They had their battle as well. But overall, really, Arsenal did well. Saliba was very good. Anderson for Crystal Palace, I have to shout out him. I don't know. He's not getting enough credit. He was very, very good for them, even though he was on the losing side. But he was a very, 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 very good. And back to Saliba. I mean, I don't know why Arsenal didn't keep this man for the last 3 years. I honestly don't. I really don't understand. It just baffles me. But
yeah, boy, I gotta get into him. I got to
he's
get
class.
into him, boy. He looked really good. That boy looked like a world class at the bottom on Friday night, but I can't. I just think Arsenal fans overreacting as they always do with their players, in the early. But to be honest, I can't. Like, he looked really good, really composed. He looked good on the ball. He didn't look like he was causing issues at all, really. It was Gabriel that was definitely shaky. Gabriel was definitely
he
shaky.
was.
Yeah,
They
it's
scored
true.
an own goal.
It's true. Even Ramsdale at times he made some mistakes as well. Yeah, he made some decent saves, but he also made, he was kind of just messing around. I don't know what was going on there with him.
Yeah.
But I believe that
Ramsdale,
it was better a defensive performance than attacking performance of Arsenal. I don't know if that makes sense because their attackers were good, but they weren't like.
I get you.
You know,
in transition, I think that they were looking good for the most part, but like they kept giving away the ball sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
And then as soon as they give away the ball, like Crystal Palace counter them, and doesn't want to have a conversation about. This is so ironic because I just saw him being linked with Chelsea. I don't know how true it is, but this is from Talk Sport, and I don't really take anything they say with a fine piece of salt. So, what's your thoughts on Wilfred Zaha? Like,
Great player, great Premier League player.
I think so too, but one of y'all want to
Premier
say
League
like
proven.
1 minute he's looked like he really good, and then the next minute he's just looked like he shouldn't be playing in the Premier League sometimes. Like it's just be that sometimes.
Based on the performances I've seen, I wouldn't say that at all. Because as you know, everybody has their off days in Premier League. Everybody does.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nobody that comes and plays like God himself every game. Well, Wilfred Zaha is Premier League proven, and I believe as though if he were to go to Chelsea, that would be a good signing for y'all. He could help in the attack.
I don't know. He had a really good season last year. I can't remember how much goals he scored. I think he scored like 15 or that.
He did.
Yeah, but we weren't even able to dissect into the transfer window, but we still have a lot of time to do that in this video, and the window wasn't closed yet, so we wasn't really looking to do like rating.
We could do that video when the window's done.
Because the transfer, we're looking to do that when the transfer window ends. So, Stats, what's your thoughts on this Arsenal Crystal Palace game, my guy?
Honestly, it's about time Arsenal start winning these kind of games. It's routine 2-0. Like, their loss or draw would have been a poor result. Good for them, really. It's new signing, yes, but as a game they should really be winning with ease. Honestly,
yeah.
And I really
Okay, Rasaman says skipping from this fixture. So our next fixture would be Liverpool Fulham, and good luck. I mean, congrats to Arsenal for getting their first win in the Premier League season. But time to move on. Liverpool Fulham. No, this is a shock to all. Oh my God, what happened? Like, I gotta do it like there. Oh my God, what happened to Virgin? I was waiting, right? I was studying, right? That song came out so long ago, but I never really like used my head to be like, if Pundit ever messes up, right, that could be the perfect song for a calm. I feel it happened before, though. I don't know, but man, it's fair to say that shocked me. Fulham looked like a really good team against Liverpool. They were not scared at all. Mitrovic absolutely bullied that back line.
And that's how you need to come into the Premier League.
And to me, right, like Mitrovic is a player like this. Like, I think he got talent and like he's a good finisher and he's strong. He hold up, play good work. But every time he has a really good season in the Championship, he just come up in the Premier League and just be average, like, and he's just look like a player that, like, okay, Championship might be his level, but last season he had a colossal season because
he broke the record.
Exactly. I was just about to say he broke
42 goals or something like that.
Yeah, he's looking like a monster for that Fulham team against Liverpool. But What do you guys say? It's too early to judge Liverpool.
It is.
Just based on that performance. Yeah, me too. Because the first game of the season, Trent still
It's
having issues at the back post. But I think, right,
As always.
I don't know if I'm being harsh here. I don't think I not that I'm being harsh. I think the people are being a bit harsh on Trent for this instant because like it's not like he's up against I don't know N'Golo Kante in the box or I can't even think about
No, but
sharp
it's the
for
only.
that sense.
a short
It's
striker.
Mitrovic. Yeah, it's
But
not
it's
like he's
being
up
like this
against a
because of what
sharp
happened in
striker.
Champions League final. It's because what happened in final when he wasn't watching his back post and Vinicius came behind him and scored. So that's really the reason why it's been late. You know.
It's true, bro, but he was not stopping Mitrovic, bro. You know how big and strong and tall Mitrovic is like 5?
No.
He's lacking. He's lacking defensively. This is an ongoing issue with this young man.
Yeah, Mitrovic
And
is
the
big and
difference between
strong.
him and Reece James, I was keep saying
And
it.
jump high.
No, but
Yeah.
it's a back post thing all the time though in the ring. It's not like it's a not this happens every one again. It happens all the time.
Yeah, in the Champions League final, definitely. We didn't even get the Champions League final. We've been gone for so long. We're so sorry, but we're back. But as I said, everyone was busy with school and things, but we'll do much better this season. I promise that. Even though I wasn't here to foresee that, but I would still foresee it. Third.
Oh, Liverpool have that problem. I think they have.
But
I think Liverpool have a problem.
Jordan Henderson.
That's the point I was actually going to go into. Jordan Henderson, and they're midfield in general. Like their midfield depth.
Mhm.
If you really assess it, right, it's not that good, you know.
Yeah.
Like Thiago just got injured. Now
Yeah,
they
he did.
Jordan Henderson, Harvey Elliott, and who else?
Yeah.
Who else is Fabinho? Like that's like
the one thing I would say about Liverpool's midfield is that they're not really a team that relies a lot on their midfield progressing the ball like that. They tend to create their chances from their wider positions, the fullbacks. So like I don't really judge Liverpool's midfield when they're attacking, when they're progressing the ball. But my issue with them is definitely off the ball. Like Javon was on here earlier this year when Liverpool just before I think Carabao Cup, I'm not sure, but earlier this year, and he was like, an ongoing issue is that they didn't replace Gini Wijnaldum's defensive abilities that he had. He was able to track that really quickly and close space.
That's true.
And they're lacking that right now because Thiago Alcantara has always been a great ball carrying midfielder. He can pass. He's not too bad defensively, but he's not
on the track back like that.
He's not great defensively like that. That's not his style of play. He's not going to track back like that. He's not particularly quick either. So him being in a Klopp system was at first people was questioning because they didn't think he was working hard enough, but he eventually after the first season he was shown the importance he has to that side in terms of controlling the game because I felt like they just had a lot of runners in that midfield.
Yeah. And
like they never really had like a midfielder that they could give the ball to for long spells and just control the game. Take the tempo of the game, but definitely they need to invest in another midfielder because it's not sustainable by playing James Milner like in 2022.
Jordan Henderson is just not good.
Yeah, and Jordan Henderson, for me, I've always been a harsh critic of him. I understand his role in this team. He's a phenomenal leader. He's not too bad of a player. I actually think people get on him a bit too much. He's not a bad player. But for me, I don't think Jordan Henderson this is sustainable for a long period of time. They definitely need to go on the market and maybe go and look for Tillemans would be good for them, but Arsenal is in for him. But I do think Yuri Tillemans would be a good addition to this Liverpool side. So kudos to Fulham for getting this draw. I'm gonna add stats before we move on. And Rastaman, because Rastaman didn't get to speak at all. Rastaman.
I still here, just I sniffling and I coughing right now. That's when we make me.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. The net they look this part. Right. Talk, Russ. You want it to? I'm kidding. Guess not. Stats. What's your thoughts? Stats. What's your thoughts on this Fulham Liverpool game?
Shocked. Really thought Liverpool were gonna dispatch this side. Mitrovic came out strong. They were able to hold Liverpool to the draw, and I think by next week Liverpool should be should be back up and running to get 3 points because they should have been today or yesterday.
Yeah, they got United soon, so because
Yeah.
after
That's 3
next
points
game,
there for them boys, man.
yeah, for sure. We're gonna get into that. And trust me, boys, stats are ready to rip into these men, boy. Mitrovic, how much before we move on, how much goals do you think he's gonna score this season?
I don't think he'll get more than 20.
I think
15? Oh, boy, that's
I
15.
think he'll score 12 to 15.
I gave him 11. I gave him
12
12.
to 15.
12 to 15 is a
Oh,
good
over
show.
12. Over 12.
15 is a good show, though.
12 to
Yeah,
15 is
man.
good.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. And this for them side, man. I know,
Yeah, he
man.
got 2 already. 2
Right.
man got 2 in
So
1.
12 to 15 isn't bad. Isn't it? Show?
Sure,
And
man.
he's on penalties.
It's true. We're moving on, guys. I'm sorry. My phone just dropped. Take it out. Right. So we're moving on, guys, to Bournemouth, Aston Villa. That's another shot. I saw the goals.
I
I
can't
don't want
believe
to talk
it. I
about that.
can't believe this. We can't believe they actually
You
lost.
can't talk because Aston Villa ain't ready yet. It may look so, but Aston Villa ain't ready yet.
How, dog?
Wait,
This team is like
Am I ready yet?
Bournemouth.
Aston
I mean-
Villa is a good side. Like, wait,
They are.
I never asked you this because you're a guy that really critique managers. What's your thoughts on Steven Gerrard? Because I personally rate him, but I do feel like he's fiddling a little bit. Like he came in, he got in Coutinho, he's got in Kamara, a player that was highly rated in France. Diego Carlos, he was he won the Europa League with Sevilla. He was one of their best defenders along with Koundé. They have that guy, that Jacob Ramsey, that young.
The team is good, bro.
They signed
They
Augustin
have
from
a
back
good
at that
team.
block.
Digne, they have Luka Digne as well.
And they signed Augustin from Sevilla.
This
The
is
team
a
is
team for
good.
me that
There's
should
no
be
doubt about the
challenging.
team.
There's a team for me that should be challenging for the Conference League or something, bro. I don't think this is that bad of a team to be mid-table. I'm not sure what you guys thought. Like, I do think they should be like, challenging for like, that sound spot eventually, but
That's fair.
I don't think they'll do that this season. But what's your thoughts on Steven Gerrard as your manager, Else?
I'm gonna give him this. I'm gonna give him this season to really show me what's going on because
Mhm.
he came in mid-season last season, right?
Yes, he did.
And his record wasn't really the best, but like you can say, oh, I came in mid-season. You know, there's some players maybe not up to it, whatever, trying to adapt the system and maybe not your players or whatever. So I'll give him this season. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he has to finish top half with that team. Like there's no excuse. He has to finish top half at least because Villa have not finished top half. And, like,
That's a given. He will finish top half.
like, he has to. No, he doesn't have a choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Top half to happen.
I agree.
Because
I
I don't think
agree
Villa
too,
finished in the
because
top
they-
half for like the last 6 years or 7 years or whatever.
No,
They haven't finished top half
look
for so long.
Look at this side. They got Felipe Coutinho, big man. He's one of
Ollie
the best
Watkins, Danny
He's
Ings,
one of the
Leon
best
Bailey.
players to ever play in the Premier League. Felipe Coutinho. You got Danny Ings. You got
Ollie
Leon
Watkins.
Bailey, who's still a hitter from Leverkusen, but he had some injuries last season. But Danny Ings is a proven Premier League striker. John McGinn, a lot of pundits were saying he should be at a bigger club. Ramsey touted to be a really good
He's a
youngster. The hat trick will make it that we know get at Chelsea. And
Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz is good.
Douglas Luiz, who's start for Brazil.
You just said
get the highly
Kamara,
rated Kamara,
Matty
Diego
Cash,
Carlos,
Luka
Konza,
D.
Matty
Come on,
Cash.
man.
The drop
Come on,
Tyrone Mings, no. I don't know who's them captain though. I'm not sure. McGinn
McGinn is the
Yeah,
captain.
McGinn.
McGinn's the captain. Okay. But this is a team to me that should be
It's
challenging.
a top
for
half
the
team.
Conference
It's a
League,
top
bro.
half team.
Like,
It's a top half team. It has to be in the top half.
Yeah. Gerrard got to at least get in the top half. Like for me, I would like to see them challenging for the Conference League because this is actually a good side. I can't lie. But
We'll see.
moving on, Newcastle Nottingham Forest. I decided to watch this game for the first 35 minutes, and it was
I watched it as
boring.
well.
And I just turned it
Nottingham
off.
Forest,
Lingard
to me, right?
was
I believe as though Nottingham Forest play like Man United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Terrible.
Just sit back and wait.
counter. Yeah, sit back and counter.
And
That's basically what they do.
that's not what we want to do as a newly promoted team in the Premier League. You want to come out and fight, give it all you got, like follow. So the people know for
They
future
play a
games that
weird
you're not
formation.
making any sport.
They played
Yeah.
a 4-3-2, 5-3-2 or something. Some weird out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was a three. It was like it's a similar to
It was a flat
we just
three
play, but they
midfield.
had Lingard as the thing. And then they had but to me, I hear that their manager's really good. So I just hoping that they can stay up because I don't like to see newly teams come up and go down all the time. But Newcastle, they didn't really
they
do
played
much
really well.
business in the transfer window, but they did pretty well. They didn't do much business, but Bruno
Their business start from January, man.
They did a lot of business in January.
Sven Botman. They didn't even start Botman that they bought.
Yeah, Botman. He came on though, didn't he? He came on.
I'm not sure. I didn't watch the game.
He came on.
Yeah, he come on. He come on.
He's a good player.
I see, come on. But moving on, this is a game I definitely switched off the Newcastle Nottingham Forest game for, and that was Tottenham Southampton. Now,
very interesting start.
I wouldn't say that Tottenham was energetic from the beginning. They played very well, don't get twisted, but they were not energetic for the first 10 minutes. I was trying to watch both games at the same time, and I was just keep in between looking, and I just say, you know what, let me just switch off this Newcastle Nottingham Forest game for this game. For me, Tottenham played very well. They got a hell of a player with this Kulusevski. Yo,
yeah,
you see the goal
baller.
He scored.
Baller. He is a baller. Love and that assist as well. You're forgetting the assist with the back
I saw the assist.
Interesting 8 mil defender to look at. A very interesting one. I was actually surprised he's for 8 mil.
Who was 8 mil?
Kulusevski.
He's only 8 million?
FPL.
FPL was coming.
Man, I said only 8 million? I thought
you meant in real life. I thought you meant in real life.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah,
I thought so too. I thought so.
Sessegnon, he started off. Perisic came on, and
Sessegnon scored. Actually,
Sessegnon did score. And Perisic came on, played a little bit. He looked pretty decent. But the goal from Ward-Prowse though, that was a beautiful goal. Like he always scores
good goals. That's just the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just a technically gifted baller, big man. I love to watch James Ward-Prowse. Very good player. Great free kick taker.
He
was looking good. I thought he was he looked like a player that was in my head when I was looking at him. Coleman, he was looking at Kingsley Coleman. I was like, wait. I was so confused. I was like, wait, Spurs saying Kingsley Coleman. That was like, oh, this is Emerson Royale. Like the man, like that man that looked.
Oh, the haircut.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss Leeds Wolves. I know you're gonna miss Leeds Wolves.
No, I missed that. I thought
you were going to Chelsea next.
I did not watch this game. I'm being honest.
Me neither.
So I don't know if anyone here watched it. Haynes, you watched this?
I watched over the highlights. To be fair.
Okay.
Wolves came out in the beginning of the game, smashing, got an early goal. They just scored first. And then later down, Leeds got an equalizer.
Yeah.
I think that was the I can't remember which goal that was. But then Leeds came and won the game with a cross from Patrick Bamford into the box to their new signing there, number 7. I can't remember his name.
Anderson.
Great goal.
Aronson.
Yeah. I think Leeds in trouble this year if they do get some business done because
they won though. I mean,
they made some business done. NARINE, you know how much business Leeds have done?
They have done Tyler Adams,
yeah.
Aronson.
Right back
Tyler Adams or whatever.
Yeah.
They made at least like 5
Sinistera. They say Sinistera as well from the Dutch league. They say somebody else as well. Some of the side, but they say where people.
4 of their signings made their debut today.
Yeah. So yesterday.
And Bamford being back is actually a plus. They didn't even have him last season. He was already played. He was injured most of the season. So I don't
think enough. We'll see though. We'll see.
They will stay up though.
Now moving on to the most boring Chelsea game I have watched.
I fell asleep 3 times in this game. I fell asleep 3 times in this game.
That was terrible to watch here. No, STAXX, I up here because I'm about to rip into this. I want
to listen to you all. I'm listening.
Big man, right? I impressed. First of all, let me start off on positive. I impressed with all of the new signings. Koulibaly was good. Sterling
I've been telling you about Cucurella, you know. Quality player.
Cucurella was quality when he came on.
Yo.
Alonso is leaving now, so that is new music to my ears. Cucurella as a replacement for Alonso is brilliant business, but let me get into this performance, bro. No, a lot of people ain't really talking about it. A lot of people is talking about the reason why Chelsea looking for, oh, we need signings, which we do, by the way. That's not the only issue.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea's biggest issue, right? I've realized where this attack struggles because I realized when Bra came on, even though he looks like a better player than Kai Havertz at times, this is what I have to say, right? We don't have a midfielder bar Kovacic, and Kovacic don't do it consistently enough for me because his final ball just isn't that great. We don't have a midfielder that is linked the defense to the attack, man. Like Jorginho.
Pause.
What happened?
What happened to N'Golo Kante?
N'Golo Kante is not that role. He's carried the ball, right? He's carried the ball forward, and then he's either pass across to Reece James, or he's passed across to Mason Mount that right in front of him. But he's never really like
impressive against Everton. Yes,
he wasn't bad. I wouldn't say he wasn't defensively. He was good, but moving forward, that was never really his strong suit.
Koulibaly and Silva look sharp though, I must say.
They did look good.
I saw that chance that they stopped from chance that Thiago Silva stopped.
The biggest issue in this side, right? Yeah, Thiago Silva, we ain't getting to defense, right? But the biggest issue with this side, right? I can't if you score Jorginho, right? I ain't say the same. We are not winning a Premier League with that man in our side, big man. I'm telling it, no.
I mean, he scored the winner. He did score the winner.
It was a penalty, Elliot.
I know that. I'm just playing. I know that.
This is what Jorginho does. I sit down. I sit down. I see Jorginho start. I said, okay. I don't like Jorginho, but I didn't watch it today and see what he is. I didn't just watch it today, right? He's get the ball from the defense, right? Step up about two, three steps higher up the pitch, right? He gonna get the ball. Chilwell on his left side, pass to Chilwell. Back to me. I can turn around, pass it back to the defense. I can get the ball back from one of the defenders, move it further, then do the same thing over and over and over again. That man.
But you don't know if that's his role.
I was just gonna say, what if he's being told to do that?
Yeah.
But what if he's being told to do it?
That could be his role in the team, right?
Because if he's doing it consistently,
I don't want to hear you, Els. I don't want to hear you. Continue, right? I don't want to hear Els on that role part. Continue, right?
What if he's being told to do it?
What if McTominay is being told to play safe?
McTominay being told to play straight.
Continue, right? Continue, right?
Told to play straight.
Now, right? Continue.
Sterling, right? Made so many runs. Jorginho, yeah. And for me, people get, and then people always want to get. Then Chelsea fans on Twitter always want to begin putting Kante passing. He was never a good passer. I don't know why people think Kante is a good passer. Kante is not that good on the ball. He's a world class player. Definitely.
STAXX, I want to hear your opinions after my
He's
money.
not world class anymore.
Kante?
He's not world class anymore.
On everything in general, on the game and everything in general. I want to hear your thoughts.
Kante's not world class
game of the
anymore.
season, I don't want to read too much into it, but the play was too choppy. It wasn't intense enough. The fellas didn't look like they were all on the same page. Yeah, a few new signings. The only player I was really impressed with was the 15 minutes I seen from Cucurella. I think he's a quality player.
Fair.
Koulibaly was decent.
Sterling was good in my
Other
opinion.
than that, everybody was pretty average.
Sterling was
I
good.
hear Jorginho. The Pulisic looked good coming off the bench.
He did.
Raha looked good. Loftus-Cheek ain't really come on that much. Gallagher ain't really have much time.
I surprised Reece James at the freaking.
I'm just happy with the 3 points. That's the truth.
My corner was horrible.
Yeah, I was supposed to ask if you on set pieces this season because not one connect, not one.
I don't know if you got Richens taking it or Richens are a lot better. I think more didn't look too good, but the players. The attack was shocking, right? But this team just crying up for Frankie De Jong, big man. We need that man at this side. We need to. I see Juventus.
I can understand where you're coming from.
If we could get rid of Jorginho again, Frankie De Jong, that's top business.
Should get rid of Jorginho.
Jorginho is what's all about this side. They keep telling people so. You can control your games. Keep the ball well. Keep it ticking, but.
That's why I don't think he should just not be starting games. He could be your squad, but just not.
He's a useless. He's useless.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. He
You're
only
being pretty hard.
I think he
Yup.
should be in the squad.
He is
You're being
useless.
pretty hard.
Whoa.
But realistically, he's not being sold. So I mean,
man.
I'm talking from a realistic point of view. He could just be in the squad, but if being starting games, he shouldn't be
That
starting.
man said he is useless. Whoa.
Because
we are not winning the Premier League with Georgina. We make
starting
No,
games,
he scored your only goal, bro. You can't be like that, man.
You're pretty harsh there.
I ain't care. Bro, we could get out the Havertz.
I feel you're being a bit harsh on Jorginho, though. Honestly, I feel you're being a bit. I understand he might not be the best player, but I feel you've been a bit too.
Useless.
You're killing him too much, man. You're killing him.
Useless. I want the player to just keep the ball and just passing it back and save it.
That's why I said squad player. If you
Frankie
get a
Dam could do
70th
that
minute
too.
bring on like
He
that.
made some decent saves too.
Yeah, man.
If you need somebody to score, don't think for the game, Georgina is good to have in the save.
I did fall asleep at some points in this game, though. So
moving on.
Moving
on.
It wasn't that good, man. But first
not
game,
good. It was not good.
Yeah, y'all got
the
the win. That's the most important thing. Y'all should, at least y'all
we
play bad
get
in
3
one game.
points.
At least y'all win the
Happy.
game.
Yeah,
Your record versus Everton is terrible as well. That was your first win in years or something like that. So,
5 years. Yeah, 5
yeah.
years.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on. It was a very poor performance from Chelsea, but we got the job done. Hopefully we'll be better against Spurs, but for Fana, looking like he's going to be completed this week. It's a lot of money to be done, but he's a player that this side really needs. I can't like we can't play as before all season because he's getting old. I happy as we resign because we ain't really got much leaders left on the squad, so to keep him around the squad is good for the team. But personally, we got.
You just shouldn't be starting games. You don't want to starting games.
Right? I seen Aubameyang name up in mentions. Personally, I would prefer Memphis.
Don't know why.
please, no, please.
I would
Aubameyang.
You attack the player on stats?
No,
No,
man.
why?
Because the pipe was what 3-4 years ago, man.
He's good still.
Oh.
What do you mean?
He's still good.
He's average at
He
best.
scored more than Lukaku last season.
Too.
Lukaku. He scored
Come
six.
on,
But
But
I didn't know to the
Werner
point,
and
but
Lukaku
was
talk.
saying at the same time.
you and play Werner and Havertz, bro.
I was saying, bro, come on, man.
I don't know.
The player will do a job in
The
this.
play is really that much of a level up from Havertz.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He scores double
Yeah.
digits at least. So
He scores
You know.
goals.
You remember when
No.
he came to United and did nothing.
no, that was years ago. He was young. He was like 19.
Years ago when he was actually decent.
He was like 19.
He's still
That was
good.
so long ago.
That's when he know met that move. He didn't know getting into it.
Like the man was like 19 years old.
He
Like,
so much things that I'm not carried out. Leon said on.
Everybody don't start hot when
he carried them to a Champions League semi-final.
Moving
He's washed up.
on.
I don't care what y'all say. He's washed up.
Moving
He's
on.
25.
He's washed up.
He's 25.
Moving on, guys.
Washed up.
28 actually. He's
Imagine
28.
being
we don't-
28 washed up.
Yeah, he's
That's crazy.
28, but he's still good. Yeah, he's still good. Yeah,
That's crazy.
He's still good. Though.
He's 25.
He's still good.
Even if you met
But
We
moving
don't,
on.
we don't need to repeat the Memphis.
Look, moving on to Leicester
There's
versus
no put
Brentford,
this
man.
place at the Barcelona side. Like, come on.
I saw the highlights from this game. Leicester still has this issue with like they're getting a lead and lose this game.
That was- that was-
Set
that was-
pieces.
that was-
Set pieces.
Set
Telling
pieces
you.
just always an issue for these men, you know.
Against
They got
Brentford
games
at home.
Yeah, that was mad.
Yeah, that was shocking from Leicester game down
Yeah,
there
but-
to Wall
yeah.
England enough. Now moving on to
What? The favorite game of the
Comedy.
weekend?
the comedy STAXX here. No STAXX.
I didn't even expect to win this game, to be completely honest.
Man, when I see Matt Fresh starting, I say, yeah.
on.
A long day.
Routine.
Long day. Long day.
Routine
Fair enough,
performance.
Fair
Quiet
enough.
in the back line. Routine lashings.
To be fair,
man.
Maguire wasn't terrible.
That's all you got to say. Surprisingly, man.
He wasn't
Dog,
bad.
what
I
a-
mean, he has been going in on us for the past season.
Wait,
So
wait,
I don't need to. I'm gonna be. If I'm being honest, I'm
wait,
being honest. I can't. For what I saw,
Wait, else for I think it was his second goal, that goal score. I'm not McTominay. Maguire was behind him, man. That was what had me vexed.
yeah, he was a bit.
more.
I'm saying. I mean, as an overall,
Awareness.
really and truly.
He
Tell
was behind
Rashford
his
to
man.
score a goal, man.
Look. Let me go start from the beginning. Let's just start from the first half. Honestly,
Eriksen
right?
was the best
No.
player on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Facts.
He was. He actually
Ooh,
was.
ooh.
Ericsson was the best
Ericsson.
player.
Especially when he dropped deep.
I ain't get else first, and that's
No,
goes
no,
up, but you know STAXX.
Listen, right? Listen, I genuinely. This is gonna sound like I'm trying to like just calm right down. I genuinely thought we would draw this game as the first game because I knew we were not gonna start with a striker. I knew it was either gonna be Bruno or Ericsson at false 9. And I'm glad. I'm kind of glad it wasn't Bruno. I mean, we lost again, so it didn't make a difference. I'm kind of glad it wasn't Bruno at false nine.
Martial injured?
Yeah, he's come out next week. Look, anyways, but as I was saying, so we play with a false nine or whatever. Eriksen is not gonna, it's his new role or whatever, but he still played a good game at the end of the day. So I'm kind of proud of him with that. But let's go into players that actually played bad. We have to go on this one player that I absolutely hate. He's the worst player to ever play for this club in the history of the world. One of the worst midfielders in the league, Scott McTominay.
Not one of them,
Scott
no.
McTominay is the worst player to step on a pitch from Manchester United ever. I don't care what anybody has to say. This man, I do not understand how he starts games. Every single manager, what do they see? I don't see what they see.
I think he's a good trainer.
Stop with this good striker of the ball. I can fucking shoot a ball too.
I understand that. But anyway,
he's a United midfielder. We should start, man.
Listen, he can't do the basics. He can't pass the ball 10 yards. He can't do any line breaking pass at all. He can't keep the ball.
Is he good defensively? Is he good defensively?
No, he's not good defensively either. He can't do anything.
I'm confused. How is complacent?
He's okay defensively. He's okay.
No, he's not good at anything, Ross. Stop.
He's not completely horrible.
The man said okay. The man did not say great.
No,
he's not completely horrible.
No, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No, he
isn't. Yes, he is. He's terrible. He's terrible. He's not good at anything.
Defensively, he's not completely
defensively, he's terrible. He literally gave away the ball for the goal. It's him that gave away the ball. He passed it into a player that was right in front of him. What does
that have to do with defense? What does passing have to do with defense?
Because he was under pressure, and that's why he passed.
That's passing.
Bro, you said he's bad defensively. You're talking about.
You have to be composed to get defensively.
But defending is stopping an attack, not going forward.
If you're playing,
what is this man talking about, bro?
You have to be composed and not
he
give away the ball.
He wasn't defending the ball or anything.
But look, anyways, I don't want to stick on McTominay.
I understand you hate the man, but Lord, please speak sense.
I could talk about McTominay for a whole show. Let me just move off him. Bruno
speak sense when you criticizing the man at least, man.
Bruno was not even a factor.
Bruno as well was terrible. He was very bad.
I don't know where the managed that.
This man, I don't know what's wrong, Bruno. He's been having shocking performances for so long now. I have no words anymore, man. I don't know what's going on here. I can't even explain it.
I don't think anyone can.
He hasn't scored in 451 days. 451 days as a starter. He hasn't scored.
You got strikers on left club and you want to
451 days. He's not scored as a starter from Manchester United. It's shocking. It's shocking. I don't care anybody. 451 days. He's not scored as a starter for United.
I can't hear 451.
How you like real sitters? He missing.
Man, he missed a sitter.
451 minutes. You said
451 days. Listen, that's Martinez new signing. I don't think he was that bad.
He scored for 451 days.
Yeah, as a starter.
Martinez fella was decent, man.
Yeah, he was decent. I can be completely honest. Yes, it's been 451 days. Who else? Luke Shaw. Just get out. I'm tired of him. He's just fat. Please, just leave. I'm done with him, dog. Like, just start Malacia. Keep Luke Shaw in the back. He doesn't overlap anymore. He doesn't even look to cross the ball. The man's just there, dog. Like, he's just there. To be fair to Rashford, he wasn't helping Rashford at all. He wasn't trying to link with him at all. He was just there. He was just. I don't know,
what
man.
Rashford though? Like I never.
I don't know. Ras talk. That's your boy. Tell us what happened to Rashford, Ras.
What happened to Rashford? I know that's your boy.
He was playing with a knee injury for 2 years, and then he would get the surgery. He didn't recover fully yet, and he's still didn't recover yet. But when he recovers, it will be trouble.
God.
He literally said he's fully fit. What do you mean he's not recovered yet? He's recovered.
He thinks so. He
would not be playing if he wasn't fully recovered.
He thinks so.
So because he hasn't scored for 451 days as a starter, it means that he's still injured.
I mean, you hear the man.
Tell me, right?
I just think he's ready. You could think you're ready.
It's sounding like a big of an excuse nowadays.
You could think you are ready, but you're not ready.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse to play as terrible as he has, though. That's no excuse.
Everything there, right? Everything there, but the confidence. That's it. That's all.
That's passing too.
If you don't have
what else?
And tracking back.
If he don't have a good season, he can have a
Yeah,
Wait,
he has to have a good
wait.
season. He doesn't have a choice.
You can find wait, you meddling but with Frank Lampard if he did next season.
But he has 1 year left on his contract next summer, so if he doesn't have a good season, he's probably gonna get sold.
Rashford can end up rate at Everton if he does step up to see it. I don't want to spend too long for this United side, but y'all are terrible. I can't. Y'all need a midfielder. I watched it personally. Y'all need midfielders. Y'all need.
I don't about Ten Hag. Nothing will change.
Stop.
He's a fraud.
Stop.
Nothing will change.
How is he a fraud? He is not a fraud.
You can't
more of the same.
Nothing will change. You can't do that. You can't go and say
how are you saying my man's a fraud?
After 1 game, you can't do that.
Same old.
To be
You
fair,
can
he's
pretty
pretty
press conference.
The man got 3 signings, dog.
He chose the lineup.
But it's not 10
again. He chose to play him with Donny on the bench. Same foolishness.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look, I Donny was starting at Mayu. Donny, you don't rate me. Tell me about Donny.
At least he gets a minute. Jesus Christ.
It don't add up.
I understand.
It does not add up. If McTominay is so much garbage,
he is though.
Over Donny.
Man, tell him about
he is.
Telling how I go.
No, he is over Donny. Donny can't be impressing.
I don't care.
Wait. Donny can't be impressing me all that much.
Brother, you are better than me. You are better than me.
Hold on. The one I definitely need a DM to play next to Donny Van.
I need a couple.
No, we just need one. We need a DM. I think James Garner should have come on for McTominay at halftime.
Y'all not getting It's looking like De Jong and go Chelsea.
Nah, he's coming to United, bro.
De Jong good. United doesn't do. You better off making it big for a man.
Anyways, he's coming to United.
I don't want you no more.
Yeah, Sam.
I'm about to start looking at Malinky.
Listen, Barca registered their players this week. So
Frankie De Jong would never leave Barca to come to United. That would never happen.
It's going to United. So
you already have the joke. United will be there.
We're cut, man. No.
He's not leaving.
But
I'll be so surprised if he doesn't come to United.
Remember that take a pay cut, wait up, postpone his marriage, all that, then come to your side. But
nah, I genuinely, he's not taking a pay cut. He literally said not taking a pay cut. So if he stays, he has to
take a pay cut.
But he's not going to do it because he doesn't want to take a pay cut because he owed money. He can't take a pay cut while also he owes 17 million. And also, even Xavi literally said today that we know Frank is a player, we like him as a player, but we also have to understand what the club needs and what the club desires. So that's basically saying, we need to sell this. You like this man as a player.
You don't understand?
We like this man as a player, but we need to sell him. Because we need to register players.
Rather take those losses than go to your team.
We over Chelsea if we offer he a bigger
we already have the fee agreed. We already have a fee agreed and stuff like that, dog. The only reason
he's not you want to play in Europa League, big man?
Exactly.
Listen, Brody. Chelsea are offering the same wages as us.
We in a better position.
We going into the 15th week of chasing this man. We are not getting this man.
Tell him.
I'm very adamant.
Tell him.
I'll be so surprised.
It's actually getting pretty annoying though. It
is annoying, but that's something
every update.
Ali, at what point does optimism turn to foolishness?
I'm not being optimistic. I'm just
coming to the club.
I just believe that we'll get.
At which point do you say, well, you know what, this is not happening? Which point? What point?
When I see that he's not coming to United, that's when I believe it's not happening.
We're a couple of smelly roses, man.
That's when I actually believe it.
Come on.
I don't know. My thoughts on this game though, because I don't really got a chance to speak. I woke up and then I went about to sleep and then I barely got in around the 30th minute. From when I clocked on, I saw that we were down. I was like, whoa, this is great. Yes. Then a couple minutes later, I saw Pascal go score his second goal. I was like, whoa, this is even better. And I was like, whoa, like there's no way that I woke up. I actually told myself, I'm feeling optimistic today, saying, yeah, okay, Ten Hag's here. Something's going to happen. Something's going to change. I looked and saw a friend of Scott McTominay on the field. I was like, okay, fine. I can't know anything about that. As a manager, he probably knows what he's doing. Like every other manager that played them knew what they were doing. Came on, poor performance as usual. Scott, rubbish. Fred. I try to at least give Fred some credit because he has done some things that I have been impressed with at times. But today, not today. Yesterday, I don't know. Oh, it was today. Today. Sorry, today. I don't know, man. Martinez.
Listen, I even noticed Shaw. I did not
He was
notice
good.
Shaw. That's how bad it is.
Yeah,
Shaw
sure.
is poor. Like the amount of times I've seen Luke Shaw have the ball on the left-hand side of the field and not try to cross or link up play. Like this is ridiculous. You cannot expect to create chances and do this. Like, this is
He has
mad.
no intent to drive forward at all.
He can be back at Southampton.
I
He
just
can be
don't
back at
understand it.
Southampton this
8
window.
years at the club, you know.
Jeez,
Man was like,
these contracts is be good.
he got 8 years.
But to be fair though, I believe as though if Martial was on the field, something we could have probably gotten something like before the half. I believe that because if you saw some of the chances and the amount of touches we had in the opponent's box at times, I believe something could have happened because he got out hold on the play inside the box. I mean, yeah, when Ronaldo came on, there was an obvious difference as well, but
because you had a focal point.
But I believe if Martial was the player, I would have want to see Bruno behind Martial. I don't want to.
I keep it linked up with Rashford and Sancho better.
I would have want to see Bruno behind Martial. Yeah.
Overall, poor performance from the team. We need to do better. This is ridiculous. Right now, Scott.
Look, by the way, Luke's not bad defensively. He's just terrible.
He's just
bad. I don't even know, bro.
He's not.
I just don't know anymore.
You know, like how you will notice Rhys James, you will notice Robertson.
Yeah. He's just there.
Yeah. He's just there. He's just there in the game.
Like, that's literally it.
Next fixture.
Let's just move on, man. We lost.
Move on. I ain't giving you thought. Y'all, I don't think y'all getting the young, so start looking at Milinkovic or something, because this might be something.
Can't tell me that, bro. You gotta tell my board. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
We moving on to the game. West Ham City. No, I can be real honest, right?
Sorry, man.
FPL killer.
Before I go into Haaland, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I can be real honest.
They're winning the league again.
A lot of people just criticize Chelsea style of play, right? But we boring, right? But City's been boring. Like that game was not that entertaining to me.
It wasn't. That's what they do.
That's what they everybody on the ball, right? You know it already.
And they are excellent at it. They get the results.
It does work.
Possession is the best form of defense.
I don't believe Pat cares about entertaining football and such and such and such. I believe he's more focused on winning games.
And I don't see no team coming near them this season. But
yeah, same. I don't.
Honestly, move on. I believe
not even fair.
Liverpool into that game, it's between Liverpool and City. When they kick into that gear,
yeah,
for sure.
I believe City can win it again, though. Trainer Raw.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say Darwin Nunez scored against Fulham.
Yeah, he did.
You know, he just talk about that, bum.
Yeah, it was on goal.
You need to talk about that, bum.
Yeah, but man, he hit Darwin Nunez, but he might. He's
gonna score goals, though. He's gonna score goals, but I think.
You see that? Excuse me. Now the Brenner pass was so sexy.
Oh yeah, for Haaland.
I thought the Brenner is class. I thought you said Nunez is sexy, bro.
Wanna see that ball?
Yeah, the Brenner is class.
I see finish big man. When we open up his body and just
one time. I just finessed it.
Haaland is class. Haaland is clear.
I know Haaland got.
Haaland just loaded in the bottom corner. That is a
foul. I got Haaland in that field.
Nah, they haven't.
Yeah, 13 big points.
You had Harry Bone.
All right. I can't still bargain true against Chelsea, but anyways.
Guys, that was the end of the Premier League weekend. At the end of the Pundit Box, as I said, the Pundit Box first week. As I said, this is my last show, guys.
Yeah, a little bit longer than usual, but
a little bit longer than usual. But you know, your season box, we want to give y'all some content.
Yes, sir.
As I said, we're going from here. This is my last show. I'll be on the special occasions. Anytime we got big derbies or something, we come on the slide on. But for the most part, the guys here taking it forward. But guys, thank you for tuning in. We will be back next week. Well, not me, but everybody else will be back next week.
Like, share, and subscribe, people.
Guys, thank you so much. We're gone.